What if I told you that in 2025, some of the world's most beautiful countries will actually pay you to pack your bags and move there? Yes, instead of struggling with the cost of living, you could wake up to stunning landscapes, rich culture, and fresh opportunities, with governments and local communities giving you money, tax breaks, or even free housing just to call their country home. This is not a dream. It's happening right now. And today, we're counting down 10 dream destinations that pay you to live there in 2025. Stay with me until the very end, because country number 3 is so unexpected, it might completely change the way you think about relocating abroad. 10. Italy. Italy is not just about pizza, pasta, and Roman ruins. In 2025, dozens of small towns in southern Italy are paying foreigners to move in. Why? Because their villages are slowly emptying as young Italians leave for bigger cities. To fight back, these towns are offering cash incentives, sometimes as much as $30,000 spread over a few years, to anyone willing to settle down, buy or renovate an old house, and actually live there. Picture waking up in Sicily, surrounded by lemon trees, cobblestone streets, and warm Mediterranean weather, and getting paid to do it. Towns like Presica in Puglia have offered new residents up to €30,000 if they purchase an old property and move in permanently. For digital nomads or retirees, this is a dream: lower cost of living, amazing food, and a government literally helping fund your new Italian life. But wait until you see what another European country on this list is offering, it's even more surprising. 9. Greece. Greece isn't just a holiday destination. It's also trying to attract new long-term residents, especially on its lesser populated islands. One of the boldest programs is on the island of Antikythera, where families moving there are offered a free house, a piece of land, and a monthly stipend for the first few years. Think about it: instead of paying rent, you're handed keys to a traditional whitewashed home overlooking the deep blue Aegean Sea. The local Orthodox Church, along with the government, funds this initiative because they want to bring life back to fading islands. Greece also has generous tax incentives for foreigners, cutting your tax rate in half if you relocate and work there. That means you save money while sipping coffee by the sea. And trust me, the sunsets here are priceless. But as incredible as this sounds, wait until you hear how a small European nation is offering even more aggressive financial benefits. 8. Spain. Spain is already famous for its warm climate, tapas, and fiestas, but did you know that its rural villages are now paying newcomers to move in? Similar to Italy, many Spanish towns face depopulation. To fix this, they're offering cash payments, free housing, or grants for entrepreneurs who want to start small businesses locally. For example, the village of Ponga in Asturias has promised €3,000 for each couple that moves there, plus €3,000 for every child born in the town. That means if you're planning to start a family, Spain will reward you generously. On top of that, Spain introduced a digital nomad visa allowing foreigners to live and work remotely with major tax breaks. So, whether you want to enjoy Barcelona's nightlife, Valencia's beaches, or a quiet mountain village, Spain is making it financially possible. But keep watching, because another country is not just offering cash, but full financial support for years. 7. Ireland. Yes, the Emerald Isle wants you. Ireland's rural regions have been losing population for decades, and now they're actively offering cash grants up to €84,000 for families willing to renovate abandoned cottages and move in. This means you could own a centuries-old stone house surrounded by rolling green hills, all while the government helps cover the cost of restoration. Imagine living in a charming Irish village, where the pub is the community center, and neighbors know your name. Ireland also offers great access to the rest of Europe, a strong healthcare system, and English as the primary language, making it one of the easiest destinations for relocation. But what if I told you that across the Atlantic, some American towns are paying people even more aggressively? Let's move there next. 6. United States. Believe it or not, in 2025, several U.S. states and cities are paying remote workers and new residents thousands of dollars to relocate. For example, Tulsa, Oklahoma, offers $10,000 in cash plus free co-working space for remote workers who move there. West Virginia launched a program giving $12,000 in cash plus free outdoor adventure gear to people who relocate and stay at least 2 years. Other states like Kansas and Vermont are also offering financial bonuses, free land, and student loan forgiveness for those willing to settle in smaller communities. For anyone wanting a fresh start in the U.S., these programs mean you could enjoy affordable living, wide open spaces, and money in your pocket just for making the move. But wait until you see what country number 5 offers. It's not just money, but a whole new lifestyle. 5. Portugal. Portugal is quickly becoming one of the most popular destinations for expats. But here's what makes 2025 special: rural Portuguese villages are offering cash grants, cheap housing, and startup support for anyone willing to move in and help boost the local economy. The Alentejo and Douro Valley regions have some of the most generous relocation programs, designed to attract digital workers and young families. Some towns even offer monthly stipends for the first year of residence. On top of that, Portugal has one of the easiest digital nomad visas in Europe, low taxes, and one of the most affordable costs of living in Western Europe. Picture waking up in Lisbon or Porto, with golden sunlight hitting tile streets, knowing that the country itself is helping fund your life there. But if Portugal sounds too mainstream, the next country on this list will truly shock you, because they're paying people simply to have babies and raise families. 4. Japan. Yes, Japan. Known for its cutting-edge technology, bustling cities, and ancient temples, Japan is now offering huge relocation packages to encourage people to move into rural towns. In 2025, the Japanese government is paying families up to 1 million yen, around $7,000, per child if they relocate to the countryside. Some regions even add bonuses for buying homes or starting small businesses. Tokyo has also launched a program where families leaving the city and resettling in rural prefectures receive over $10,000 in relocation support. Why? Because Japan faces one of the fastest declining populations in the world, and villages are desperate for new life. So yes, Japan, a country with bullet trains, cherry blossoms, and neon skylines, will actually pay you to call it home. But this next one is even more unbelievable. 3. Switzerland. This one will surprise you. Switzerland, often considered one of the most expensive countries in the world, is actually paying people to move in. Certain mountain villages, like Alpine in the Swiss Alps, offer up to 25,000 Swiss francs, around $28,000, per adult and 10,000 Swiss francs per child if you move there and stay at least 10 years. Families of 4 could receive over $70,000 just for relocating. Why would they do this? Because villages like Alpine are losing residents, and they want new families to revive the community. Picture it, a traditional Swiss chalet, surrounded by snow-capped peaks, fresh mountain air, and some of the most stunning scenery on earth, and being paid handsomely to live there. But wait until you see number 2, because it's one of the easiest places in the world to relocate with financial perks. 2. Canada. Canada has been a magnet for immigrants for years, but in 2025, certain provinces and small towns are offering financial incentives, tax breaks, and even land opportunities for newcomers. For example, the Atlantic Immigration Program gives cash support and job offers to those willing to settle in less populated provinces like Newfoundland and New Brunswick. Some rural towns in Saskatchewan and Manitoba also offer free land plots if you build and live there. Combined with Canada's reputation for safety, healthcare, and natural beauty, these relocation programs are designed to attract skilled workers, remote employees, and families looking for stability. And while Canada's programs are generous, nothing beats our number 1 destination. 1. Chile. Here's the shocker. Chile, in South America, is one of the most ambitious countries in 2025 when it comes to paying foreigners. Through its Startup Chile program, the government offers up to $50,000 in equity-free funding for entrepreneurs and innovators willing to move and build their businesses in Chile. But it's not only for startups. Rural towns across Chile also provide free land grants and relocation packages to attract new residents. And because Chile has one of the strongest economies in South America, combined with diverse landscapes, from the Atacama Desert to Patagonia, it's a dream destination that pays you to stay. So yes, Chile not only gives you financial freedom, but also the adventure of a lifetime. So there you have it, 10 dream destinations that will pay you to live there in 2025. From Italy's charming villages and Greece's island homes, to Switzerland's alpine chalets and Chile's startup hubs, these programs prove that relocating abroad doesn't just have to be a cost, it can actually be profitable. Which country on this list surprised you the most? Would you move for the money, or for the lifestyle? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more insights into the most fascinating places and opportunities around the world. Because sometimes, your dream life might just start with a one-way ticket and a paycheck waiting on the other side.